The death toll from Wednesday's coal mine explosion in Ningxia in northwestern China has risen to 12. 2 people are still missing and 7 are being treated at a hospital, one of whom is in critical condition. All the victims were employees of Shanshin Mechanical Chemical Engineering Company in Ningxia. The head of the Regional Safety Bureau said 22 workers were using dynamite to blast rocks at Dafeng mine in Shizhuishan when the blast happened at around 6:20 on Wednesday evening. Only 1 worker escaped without injury. A similar tragedy was reported at the same mine in October last year, in which 16 people died and 48 were injured. The Pentagon says a vice chairman of the Chinese Army's top command will visit the United States on October 24th for a week. General Xu Caiho will visit Washington, D.C., and will also tour posts and bases throughout the United States during his trip. The visit was agreed between the 2 sides at the 10th Sino-US Defense Consultative Talks in Beijing in June. A senior expert on US strategy at the National Defense University said the general's trip is a sign of improving relations between the countries as well as the 2 armies. 8 fishermen remain missing after their boats were destroyed by strong winds after Tropical Storm Palma hit China earlier in the week. 2 fishing boats from Guangxi in southwestern China sank near an island in Vietnam while seeking shelter from the storm. Winds of more than 70 miles an hour caused the boats to capsize, throwing the 13 sailors on board into the water. As of Thursday, 5 fishermen had been rescued. Elsewhere in Hainan, rescuers have recovered the bodies of 3 victims after a boat capsized on Monday morning. Retired Olympic champion gymnast Li Ning has been named the first Chinese anti-hunger ambassador for the UN's World Food Programme. The 44-year-old became one of China's most famous athletes after winning 3 gold medals, 2 silvers and a bronze at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. More recently, he lit the Olympic cauldron at last year's Beijing Olympics, and he runs one of the most successful sportswear companies in China. In his new role as ambassador, Li will travel to Bangladesh later this year to distribute funds from China. Past WFP ambassadors include US actress Drew Barrymore. Tennis now, and Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic have both moved into the quarter-finals at the Shanghai Masters. Top seed Nadal beat Tommy Robredo 6-1, 6-4, while Djokovic put out Rainer Schüttler 6-4, 6-2. But the real story is who hasn't been progressing. So far, 7 players have retired hurt from matches during the tournament, and that doesn't include world number 1 Roger Federer and world number 3 Andy Murray, who both pulled out prior to the start of the tournament. American Andy Roddick had blasted the tour organisers, saying there were too many competitions, then promptly had to pull out with a knee injury. And that's the BON headlines for now, but we'll be back with more after this.